In this video, we're going to look at the finance aspect of Subscribe 360, including direct debits. So we're going to look at direct debit management, collection batches, the management and processing of direct debit batches, the generating of payments. We can also look at renewals and payment plans, and also the process of managing and allowing people to apply to pay by direct debit. As you can see here, we're in the portal, so I'm going to go to my portal. I'm logged in. It notices that I have some outstanding invoices that are unpaid. I can also go to see my invoices by clicking here, but I'm going to choose the link that's flashing up in front of me to highlight it to me. You can see here I've got two invoices ready to be paid. One relates to an event attendance, which we'll pay later by credit card. This one, the invoice, is for my membership, and we're going to pick that up in the direct debit process. When we come and look inside Subscribe 360 in the Finance app, one of the dashboards we can see is the debt management one. It shows the membership revenue by month, by outstanding invoice, and also highlights to us any invoices that are more than 1 month, 2 or 3 months overdue, and some paid invoices. We've also got some other dashboards that you can view, covering direct debits, submitted direct debit applications, tasks relating to direct debits, active batches, etc. We have a finance dashboard. Pulls out outstanding invoices which are outstanding, 3 months overdue, some payments and some credits. See how simple the process is to take a direct debit. Let's come and look at collection batches. Here's one that we've set up already to pick up the invoice. We've got a handy business process flow that guides users through the process. So I've set my dates for my direct debit. It's asked it to generate instalments and moved on in the process. As part of the direct debit process, Subscribe 360 generates any collection files for you, which we can see if we go and look at the documents against the direct debit batch. Here's the collection batch file that's been created. That is then submitted to the Payment Processing Bureau. Payment Processing Bureau then returns their files to us. That is uploaded by a user or automatically into the direct debit batch file, and a flow runs. So we process our audits in the return file, ask the system to generate some payments, and we finish off the process. When we return to the portal now, look, it still notices there's unpaid invoices for me, but we notice the 105 one is now paid off. It's no longer in my list of outstanding invoices. If we can view that in the paid and approved invoices, there it is, it shows that it's been paid off. Another aspect of finance within Subscribe 360 is the ability for customers to self-serve. So your members can come in, I can select this invoice or multiple invoices, select them and choose to go to an online payment. So I'm going to make a payment online through the portal. And make the payment. Confirms I'll receive a confirmation email shortly. I can go back to my list of invoices. Now looking at my paid and approved invoices, everything is up to date. Look at outstanding invoices, there are none there for me. Come back to the portal. I can still view invoices here, but the banner highlighting to me that I've got unpaid invoices is now gone. Another aspect of Subscribe 360 that we didn't cover there when we were looking at the direct debit process is the ability to process direct debit applications. It can be set up, if you take paperless direct debit, then it can be supported online as part of the online process. But if you do paper applications, people can start the application through the portal. That's created as a draft direct debit application in the system. That's supported by a business process flow that guides users through the setting up of a direct debit application. The direct debit application can be approved once the paper document is received, or, as we discussed, online. It can be done online as part of the process. So as you can see, Subscribe 360 does support a full range of finance processes, from direct debits, from application through to the processing and collection of those direct debits and the allocation of payments. It sets up the collection files, which can be submitted to your processing centre. When those files are received back, payments can be processed through the system automatically with minimal user input.